Well, welcome back to the podcast of the first epistles of 1 John. And on day 4, John turns from action to affections. Not just what we do, but what we love. Because underneath every habit, every decision, every pattern, there is always a love at work. And John isn't asking, what are we doing wrong? He's asking, what is slowly shaping you? So listen just carefully to these words. Do not love the world or the things in the world. For if anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh, the desires of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not from the Father, but it's from the world. And the world is passing away, along with its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever. That's 1 John 2:15-17. So when John talks about the world, he's not talking about creation, beauty, or people. He's talking about a system of values that says you'll be happy if you have more. You'll be more secure if you stay in control. And you'll be fulfilled if you're admired. In other words, a way of living apart from God. And John's warning isn't harsh, it's realistic. There isn't enough room in the human heart for ultimate devotion to two competing loves. Loving the world doesn't mean that you stop believing in God. It just means intimacy with God slowly gets crowded out. Not through rebellion, but through distraction. And here's the subtle danger that John is pointing to. What you love most will eventually shape you. How you spend your time, what you spend your money on, what gets your attention when you're tired, and where your mind goes when you're free. None of these things are neutral. We didn't just drift towards God by accident. We don't drift away from God intentionally. Drift happens when lesser love slowly takes center stage. So today's question isn't what do I need to stop doing? It's what has been quietly forming me. And here's your first practice. Do a gentle audit of your inputs. Media, what are you watching, scrolling or listening to? Money, where does it actually naturally go? Time, what fills your margins? And attention, what gets your best focus? This isn't about guilt, it's about awareness. So love leaves patterns and patterns tell the truth. Next, choose one distraction to fast from for 24 hours. Just one. Social media, streaming, news, shopping, background noise. Fasting isn't punishment, it's creating space. You're not removing something bad, you're making room for something better. Now intentionally redirect that time. Don't leave the space empty, just use it for prayer, scripture, silence, slow reflection. Even 5 or 10 minutes really matters. So what you replace a habit with determines what it reshapes you into. And here's today's challenge. Skip one comfort or indulgence and offer that time to God. It might be scrolling, snacking, entertaining, or convenience. But let that small act become a prayer. God, I want you more than this. It's not about deprivation, it's about desire. And John ends this passage with the quiet truth. The world is passing away, but intimacy with God lasts. So you don't have to reject everything. You just have to choose what you love most. Tomorrow we'll talk about abiding. what it means to stay deeply connected instead of slowly drifting. For today, pay attention to your loves. They are shaping you, whether you notice it or not. So walk gently, choose wisely, and make room for what lasts.